So it's a new year, and I'm going to give you an update on my EDC for 2025. So a few things have changed, as is always with EDC gear. So I'm going to give you a rundown of my setup and kind of, my mindset behind it. Starting up top here, this is a little plastic bag that contains and protects some of my medical supplies I carry with me. It's really slim. It's about as thick as my wallet, so if I can fit it, throw it in there. If I can't, this is something I could leave out. But it just carries chest seals, quick clot. I got a few band-aids in here, and then you see gloves on top. So this is something that if I want it, I can just quickly throw into my pocket. Continuing with the medical supplies, here I have a soft T. I've been moving towards the soft T a little bit more than the cat tourniquets. Cat tourniquets are great, fine. I still use them. They're on all my, range equipment and things like that. But for everyday carry, these are smaller and they fit in my pocket a lot easier. And they're not as uncomfortable. I found the cats, they have some sharp corners and stuff that kind of, irritate me when it's in my pocket. On top of that, I have found these actually fit on children and dogs, people with smaller limbs, a little bit better than the cat tourniquets. So that's kind of a nice, added extra little feature there. But soft T, like to keep these in my pocket. And then there's just a pin attached with some rubber bands around here. And yes, I can easily get the rubber bands off with one hand if I need to. Moving across, these are some Oakley Airdrops. My vision really isn't that bad, so I don't wear these all the time, but going to the range, or if I'm going to be outside, if I'm driving especially, I'll throw these on. So these are usually with me. If I'm not currently wearing them, I have a little sling bag that I'll show you once I get through all this that I can put these into. Just my Oakley Airdrops. Really the best thing I use these for is shooting when I go to the range. Love these glasses though, super comfortable, pretty minimal, and super durable, so love those glasses. Next, something that's not too, nothing crazy. I don't even know what brand this is. I just like how it's leather, but it's also really slim. It's got a money clip inside, and the cool little feature I like about this, which I like to use, I am actually going to look into getting a new wallet, maybe something a little bit more slim, but cool little feature to this that I really get a kick out of when I travel. You slide in the front here, like room key cards, and you could just slide them down the front here, and then they come all the way to the bottom, and you can just pop them back out with your thumb. So it's also RFID. You don't have to worry about any of that. But again, nothing crazy about this wallet. I got it on Amazon a while back, and it does a great job of, doing what I needed to do. All right, so next, we'll get straight to my Glock 19. Glock 19 Gen 4. I've had this for a long time. This is my, everyday carry, obviously. Nothing crazy about it. Everything's stock. Changed the sights out. I think these are Trijicon night sights. The tritium is almost dead. I don't really need night sights. I got a light on here, so if you, illuminate your target, you really get a nice crisp outline of the sight. So the iridium and the night sight part isn't really relevant to me. But like I said, I got a light on here. It's a TLR 7. 7A you see there. So great little light, very slim, compact. It is in a tier 1 concealed holster. Love these holsters. This is all I buy now ever since I got them. Good, good price for what you get. And very comfortable. Right now, yeah, this is pretty much all I'm running. And in here now, I believe I'm carrying Spear Gold Dots as my ammo. So that's my everyday carry setup. And supporting that is a T.rex Arms Nova belt. This thing is, it's pretty worn out. The Velcro is starting to, you can see it's kind of fraying a little bit here. I'm not getting as good as a capture, obviously, as the day I first bought it. But if I, weave it in between my belt loops or use this Cobra buckle correctly, there we go. Let me hold it in frame for you. If I use this Cobra buckle correctly, it's, it works just fine. So great belt, fits really well, comfortable, very rigid. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of droop to it when I hold it. You know, it's pretty stiff. And yeah, so that's what's supporting my Glock 19 here. Moving down, if I'm going too fast too, by the way, down in the comments, just ask a question, ask whatever you want. I'll answer it for you. I'm really responsive in the comments. So now, again, moving down, this is my favorite little light. Fits in the pocket super, super well. This is the Streamlight Microstream. I think did I make a video on this? I know it's been in one of my videos. If I haven't made a video on it, I should. But yeah, great little light. It takes one AAA battery. This thing, I believe it was in my last EDC video too. Again, super durable. I've left it outside in the rain, washed it a few times, and no no water in the battery compartment and no water in the lens. So this thing just keeps trucking along. So Streamlight Microstream. Great, fantastic little light. And one of my favorite pocket tools, I know some people I found aren't a huge fan of these, but you know, for light work and to keep in your pocket, I love the Skeletool. Man, I've used this so much. I've had it for years and years and years, probably ever since they kind of released this. Yeah, this is the Leatherman Skeletool, and only good things to say about it. The bit's maybe a tiny bit soft, but I mean, I'm doing light work with it. You know, if you're doing something that takes like a real screwdriver, I mean, just get a real screwdriver, I guess. But in a pinch, this is fantastic. So this is the Skeletool. I probably use this the most out of everything you see here. You know, it's great for little jobs and stuff. Moving down the line, this is my Garmin Instinct Solar. This is a great little watch. I know some people like, you know, the basic watches, which are great. They have their place. But for everyday use, I'm not a big smartwatch fan, but I guess this is technically considered a smartwatch. I don't connect it to my phone, which this is capable of doing so, but I just like having it for navigation, tracking. I go on a lot of hikes and walks. It's super durable, obviously waterproof, and the battery life, especially with this solar, it is fantastic. On a standard charge, depending on how active you are, but on average, I can get 50 to 60 days of battery life out of this thing. When we went to Canada and we were outside every day, all day in Canada, hiking around, it actually gave me the infinity sign for battery life. So that's kind of funny. But again, Garmin Instinct Solar, my favorite watch, at least right now. I definitely recommend getting this watch. I just realized, forgot I set this down here. We don't need that. Okay, so last thing on this table, this is my Samsung Xcover PRO. The main reason I bought this phone is because it has interchangeable batteries. So if I'm in a place where, you know, I can't plug my phone in to charge it, I have two batteries I can throw in this and just keep going. So it's great when you're kind of off grid, especially when I run maps and stuff. You can run maps for days and days and days off this thing. Also, with the maps I run, I have a separate, I believe it's 128 gig SD card. So this holds two SDs, and I run all my maps off that bigger SD card. And then I have a 64 gig SD card that kind of runs, and I store everything else on. So great phone. And this is an OtterBox. So, oh, there you go. There's your Tier 1 concealed sticker. So this is an OtterBox that this rides in. It is actually pretty torn up and mangled. It's cracked in a few different spots. I kind of torture this phone. So this phone is still running hard. Even the OtterBox is, you know, kind of all messed up, but great phone. This is again the Samsung Xcover PRO. All right, so that is stuff I all kind of carry in my pockets and on my body just for, you know, I go to the grocery store, go out for the day. But if I'm going to like the city, I'm traveling a little bit more, I'm doing something where I want to carry a little bit more gear, I carry either a backpack or the Sling bag I'm going to show you. So right here, this is a Patagonia. I forgot the name exactly of what kind of bag this is, but just like everything on this table, it will all be in the description below. So again, ask me any questions, comments. I'm super responsive if you do have any questions about this stuff. But this is my Patagonia Sling bag, and this thing carries kind of, if I want to step it up, some extra stuff. So for example, in the front pocket here, I carry some more first aid medical gear. So I'll drop this, and that won't go in the bag, and I will have this kind of more extensive, medical kit. And my rule of thumb is if you're carrying something that can put holes in somebody, you should be able to also plug holes. So we got chest seals, we got quick clot, we got nasal pharyngeal tubes, just a bunch of kind of some extra step up of medical stuff. So this is more like an IFAC little stop the bleed kit deal. So that goes right into this front pocket. I also carry some moleskin and extra band-aids in here. This takes up no space at all, so it just kind of rides in there. Little boo-boo kit action. The soft tee I will throw in here too, so that'll go in the top here, when I'm traveling. So I'll also carry a bigger light in this bag. So this is the Fenix PD35 tac. I believe I made a video on this, or it is in a video. Anyways, that video I'll put in the description also. It has more detail on this light, I believe. Fantastic light. It is very bright. It's brighter than actually my Surefires that I have. Just your standard 123A. So these are lithium, standard lithium batteries that go in here. I think I put those in backwards. Let's see. Oh, I put them in backwards. Shit. Telling you what, this YouTube thing, I try to be professional, but it just doesn't always work out. There we go. So great little light. Again, PD35 tac from Fenix. And then on top of that, I'll throw, a light jacket in there. I'll throw, if I want to throw like a nice fixed blade in there, just for fun, I can do that. So I'll throw, depending on what I'm doing or where I'm going, if it's going to rain, I can shove one of my rain jackets in there. So it all depends. It's just a nice extra kind of component to my EDC. All right, so there you go. There's my update on my EDC gear for 2025. If you have any questions, like I said, put them down below. I'll respond. Other than that, I will see you in my next video.